The crypto market has been getting destroyed. Altcoins are going down. Bitcoin is forming this bearish head and shoulders pattern that doesn't look good, at least in the short term. But Tom, Lee, and Michael Saylor remain bullish.
Yeah, I think we could still get to 150, 200 for Bitcoin, and then something like 7,000 for Ethereum.
Our expectation right now is end of the year, it should be about $150,000.
Both of them are expecting to see another leg to the upside when it comes to the stock market and the crypto market. So the real question is, why is Tom, Lee, and Michael Saylor so bullish, projecting $150,000 Bitcoin, $7,000 Ethereum by the end of the year or beginning of 2026 when the markets don't look good? Let's try to figure that out. In this video, I am going to explain to you why I still remain bullish and why I still think that we have a chance to see an altcoin season during this bull run. Make sure that you subscribe, smash the like button. Let's get straight into it. We are going to start with the S&P 500 because I have a few interesting charts that I want to bring to your attention. The first chart shows the spike bread thrust. ZBT, this is one of my favorite charts, guys, and ZBT is one of the most powerful bullish signals in market history. As you see here, when this signal triggers, the S&P 500 has averaged a 5% increase after 1 month, 8% after 3 months, 15% after 6 months, and 23% after 12 months, with the market finishing higher 95 to 100% of the time across those periods, which is crazy, right? This signal represents explosive market breadth. What does that mean? Strong, broad-based buying momentum. Simple as is. This signal has historically marked the start of major bull runs. The most recent signal was back in April of 2025 and suggests that we may be entering another powerful uptrend, one that could also lift Bitcoin and crypto markets as global liquidity expands. And this is reason number one why I think that the market is not done yet. The second chart that I want to bring to your attention highlights how the S&P 500 performs when it stays above its 50-day moving average for 125 consecutive days. Historically, this has led to an average gain of 2% after 1 month, 3.5% after 2 months, 5.6% after 3 months, with the market rising 90% of the time during those periods, which is also crazy. This kind of long, steady momentum has consistently pointed to sustained bullish strength, suggesting that the current market trend still has room to run, still has room to grow. A very positive sign, not just for the stock market, not just for equities, but also for Bitcoin and crypto, which is typically move in sync during strong risk-on periods, just like we see right now. So this is the second reason why I remain bullish and why I really think that we have a chance to see an altcoin season during this bull run. So when it comes to Bitcoin, guys, we are looking at Bitcoin over USDT daily chart. And this is my thesis when it comes to Bitcoin and altcoins. Bitcoin has been moving inside this rising channel for the past couple of years, up trending. As you see here, the price action is still moving inside this rising channel, so we are still in an uptrend. As long as the price action keeps moving inside this rising channel uptrending, I remain bullish, okay? I can't turn bearish as long as Bitcoin is uptrending. But if the price action breaks below this rising channel, breaks out of this uptrend, then I am going to sell all my long-term long positions on altcoins, and I am going to turn bearish and start shorting the market aggressively. Now, if you zoom in, this is the chart that I showed you earlier. You will see that Bitcoin is forming this bearish head and shoulders pattern. This is the 2-hour chart. We are currently testing the neckline of this head and shoulders pattern. So if the price action breaks below and we see a confirmed breakout to the downside, then Bitcoin has a very high chance of pulling back all the way down to $102,000 or $100,000 in the coming days or weeks. Now, going back to this chart, you will see that if Bitcoin pulls back towards $100,000, this is going to be a test of this lower ascending yellow trend line that has been acting as support during this multi-year uptrend. This is a multi-year support trend line. As you see, the price action has been putting higher lows over and over again as long as Bitcoin has been moving inside this uptrend. So If we lose the support at around 106,000, 105,000, and Bitcoin pulls back towards $100,000, we need this support to hold. This support of $100,000, we might see some kind of consolidation before the next leg to the upside. And again, if we break below, I turn bearish, exiting all my positions on altcoins. If Bitcoin breaks out of this uptrend, then altcoins are going to get destroyed. And we don't want to hold downtrends, right? But as long as Bitcoin is uptrending and continuing this uptrend, we are good. I remain bullish. Now, things are a little bit tricky when it comes to altcoins, guys, and I am going to show you why. So I know you might not like that, but in the short term, I really think that altcoins are going down. Either Bitcoin pumps or dumps towards $100,000. And this is why. Look at this, guys. This is Bitcoin's dominance. Recently, altcoins have been bleeding because Bitcoin's dominance is pumping. When Bitcoin's dominance goes up, altcoins go down, right? This is how it works. So if Bitcoin pumps here or pulls back first and then pumps, then that means that Bitcoin's dominance is going to go up. Therefore, altcoins are going to bleed whenever Bitcoin pumps. If Bitcoin goes down, since Bitcoin is the king that drives the crypto market, then Bitcoin is going to take altcoins down with it. Therefore, if Bitcoin dumps towards 100K, then altcoins are going down. So no matter what happens in the short term, altcoins are going to bleed. This is my opinion. That's why, in my view, it's better to allocate heavily on Bitcoin for now, not altcoins. But in the long term, in order for us to have a chance to see an altcoin season during this cycle, it's crucial, it's necessary for Bitcoin to pull another leg to the upside. And if it happens, I really think that this is going to be the last leg to the upside for this cycle. But this last leg towards $150,000, just like Tom Lee and Michael Saylor predict, is necessary in order to create the right market conditions for altcoins to be able to perform and outperform Bitcoin for a certain period of time. This leg to the upside is necessary. It's crucial, in my view, for an altcoin season to have a chance to occur during this cycle in any form and any shape. So no matter what, guys, in order for this cycle to continue and in order for us to have a chance to see an alt season, we need Bitcoin to start pumping towards a new all-time high of $150,000 and bring some liquidity into the crypto market, so then that liquidity can flow from Bitcoin to Ethereum, then large caps, mid caps, low caps, and so on. Also, Ethereum is very important when it comes to an altcoin season. We not only need Bitcoin all the way up to $140,000, $150,000, we also need Ethereum to pump and stay strong above $5,000. When Ethereum is strong above $5,000 and Bitcoin is heading towards 140, 150 and consolidating around these areas, then this will create the right market conditions where altcoins are going to be able to perform way better. Now, I just want to give you a heads up, guys, because a year ago, I gave you this setup last summer of 2024, when Bitcoin's price action was moving at around $51,000, $52,000. I draw this head and shoulders pattern with a neckline at around $70,000. And my target for this head and shoulders was $125,000. Therefore, as you see here, the price action broke above the neckline, came back and had a retest, and then boom, we hit our target. Now, I really believe that the market is not done yet. It's very possible, in my view, that we are going to see another leg to the upside when it comes to the stock market, and that's going to be a very good sign and beneficial for the crypto market also. But on the other hand, you must understand that we have hit our target for this head and shoulders pattern that we have been talking about like a year now. So don't be surprised if this is the end of the bull run. If Bitcoin pulls back and breaks below this rising channel, then forget about an altcoin season. In my view, altcoins are going to get destroyed if this happens. The only way that we are going to see an altcoin season is if Bitcoin bounces and starts moving to the upside towards a new all-time high. So that's all I had for you today when it comes to Bitcoin and the crypto market overall and the S&P 500. Now, one setup that I want to bring to your attention is Dogecoin. This is a short setup because the market doesn't look good. As you see here, as I told you earlier, Bitcoin has been forming this bearish head and shoulders pattern, and it's currently testing the neckline that's located at $106,000. So if Bitcoin breaks below the neckline and starts moving lower towards $100,000, $102,000, then altcoins are going to probably pull back. And one of them is Dogecoin. I shared this setup in my Telegram group yesterday. So for those of you who missed this breakdown right here, this retest, breakout and retest, what I would do is, or I will wait for the price action to come back, if it comes back, to get a bearish retest. So I can open a short position close to this resistance level that's located at 17 cents. Or if Dogecoin continues that bearish momentum, I would short the break below this next support that's located at 16 cents. If you manage to get an entry on this bearish retest, the stop loss is located at 18 cents, somewhere around this area. I gave a 3.80% room for my stop loss. Now, everyone has a different risk tolerance, right? So you can adjust this, but if you buy the break below this next support that's located at 16 cents, I would set up my stop loss somewhere around this area, 17.25, 17 cents, 0.1730, okay, something like that. So watch Bitcoin. If Bitcoin breaks below, then it's very possible that Dogecoin and many other altcoins are going to pull back. So don't sleep on it. That's all I had for you today. Thanks for watching. If you want to find trading setups like this every single day, make sure that you join my Telegram group. There is a link in the description below.